So hello guys, today we'll study about global cache. Okay, so this is one of the most important interview questions. I've been asked about global cache so many times in an interview. So let's study about it. So before we dig into the global cache, let's first talk about shared variable. What is a shared variable? See, shared variable we use it to store a value temporarily in a cache memory. Okay, and this value is available to all the message flows operating under same broker schema. Suppose I have created an application. This application contains four message flows. All the four message flows are present under same broker schema. Then value of the shared variable can be accessed by all the four message flows. But if my message flows are present under different schemas, then value of the shared variable is not accessible to not accessible across the message flows. Okay, only the message flow which is responsible for populating the value inside shared variable, only that message flow will access the value of this shared variable. Other three message flows which are in a different schema will not be able to access this value. So is there any way to overcome this problem? Yes, global cache is a solution, right? So by implementing global cache, a value can be accessed across the message flow regardless of schema. Not only regardless of schema, but regardless of execution group also, and regardless of even integration node also, right? Suppose your two message flows are deployed on this integration server. One message flow is deployed on this integration server, and one message flow is deployed, suppose, under integration server on this node, right? All can access the value present inside the global cache, right? So this is a very big thing. Okay, so till now what did we study? We studied what is global cache, why it is required. Now, by default global cache is disabled. Okay, so how can you check if your global cache is enabled or not? There is a mqsi report property command. This command, okay, let me go ahead and run this. Yeah, see, this is my integration node name, right? And this is report properties. Okay, here integration node name will come in picture. Now this is the result. If inside policy you see something like disabled, okay, if value of policy is disabled, it means that your global cache is disabled. Now, how you can enable global cache? There is another command. So let me copy it in order to save our time. Here, integration node name will come in picture. This is change properties command. Now, you will set three parameters: policy, port range, listener host. Now, this command holds good for single integration node only. As I said earlier, that global cache can be implemented for multiple nodes, right? Value can be shared across message flows regardless of integration nodes also, right? But this command holds good for single node only. Suppose I want to implement global cache for only this node, right? So I will enable global cache using this command. So let me hit enter. Successful. Okay, here we'll provide a default policy, right? That holds good for basically single standalone integration node, right? Port name will write generate automatically, some port range will be generated. Then my host name, I'm running this on local machine, so I'm writing localhost. So let's again report properties. See, right? After your global cache is enabled, you will have to stop and start your integration node. This command takes some time. Okay, it's done. Now start it. Okay, now you're all set to implement global cache. Now you have enabled your global cache. Now you're all set to implement it. But before the implementation, let's understand some another concept, right? Which is related to the global cache. There is a concept of catalog server and container server. Now, suppose for this node, I have enabled the global cache. Now, suppose on this server, okay, I will deploy an application which will load a value inside the global cache, right? Which will load a value inside global cache means in my basically message flow, I am loading something inside global cache. Maybe uh, it's a simple value. It may be a simple type. It may be a complex type. Anything. Global cache can hold any value. Okay, just understand that. Now this server, it is a primary server, primary integration server, which is having all the global cache values. So this will be a catalog server, right? So this server will be called catalog server. Now on execution group 2, suppose I am deploying an application which is basically retrieving the value from global cache, right? I have basically loaded a value inside the global cache and now I want to access it. Okay, so there is another application which is running on this execution group. Now this another execution group which is present, okay, which is present other than this primary server which is a catalog server. This execution group will be called container server. So this container server will reference this catalog server and will have a copy of the global cache value, right? So this is the concept of catalog server and container server. If there are suppose eg3 eg4 some another execution groups are also present, all those execution groups will be container server, right? And the primary server will always be a catalog server. Okay, so this is the concept of catalog server and container server. So my catalog server, if I reload, If I reload my catalog server, the values present inside my global cache will be gone, meaning that my cache will be reloaded. Okay. Another scenario where my cache will be refreshed or reloaded, if I reload my integration node or maybe stop start it, then the value will be gone. Okay, so in these two cases my value inside my global cache will be gone, and that value we are required to load the value again. Okay, so this is the concept. Now again, as I told you, it can also work with multiple nodes. So how we can enable global cache for multiple nodes? Okay, so for that we'll have to define a policy file. Okay, a policy XML file in which there will be some details like these are my integration nodes on this server, this is these integration nodes will be running, and the catalog server details. Okay, you need not to worry about this policy XML file when you install your what's say this integration toolkit. Then by default on this installation directory you will find some sample files. Okay, this is already opened for me. There are some sample files. I have already copied one file on my desktop, so let me open that file. So this is the file. See, this contains the details like broker name, on which host it is running, how many catalog server this particular broker will host, and port range. Similarly, for another node, how many catalog servers will this hold, and the port range. Okay, now this catalog server, right? If I make 00 everywhere, this will not work. There should be one catalog server. I mean, one catalog server should be there. Okay, if I make it one, it will work, right? So one should be there either here or both the sides. I mean, at least one. Okay, so this way it will work. So this is my policy file. This is very simple XML file. Now the question is how we can enable my global cache using this policy. So first you have to stop all the integration nodes where you want to apply this. Okay, so stop it. Okay, and after that on both the integration nodes you will have to run this command mqsi change broker, then your integration node name, then -b, just drag and drop your policy. Similarly for another node. Now if my message flow, if one of my message flow, right, one of my application containing a message flow suppose is running on this node, right, so this node can also access my global cache, right? Okay, A- any application flow which is running either on this node or on this node your global cache value is shared across the message flows regardless of the integration node also. Okay, so in this video I'll not basically go through the practical implementation of global cache. Okay, so I wanted to share some theoretical aspects of global cache through this video. In my next video I will be explaining a practical example like how we can actually implement it so that you can very easily understand. So what did we study today in this video? What is global cache? Why it is required? It overcomes the limitation of shared variable. That's why it is required, right? How we can enable it for a single uh, integration node and how we can enable it for multiple integration nodes. Another thing, if you want to disable your global cache, simply write mqsi change broker name and disabled. This will make the global cache disabled. Okay. Okay guys, so stay tuned for my next video in which I will be explaining a practical example of global cache. Thanks for watching this video guys.